First, I want to say thank the organization for the opportunity to share with you some reflection about transparency algorithms. Thank you, Dot. As we know, today humanity is installed in the full development of a fourth industrial revolution, a term used by Klaus Schwab in 2016, which principal elements are artificial intelligence, big data, algorithms, and permanent and digital interconnection. Indeed, the Internet of Things is generating a large amount of data that is transmitted and analyzed using algorithms at a previously unimaginable speed, using the capability opened up by artificial intelligence with increasing frequency. The value of this process for solution in key sectors such as health, housing, and urban planning, public safety, and not to mention distribution logic, among others, is remarkable. However, we must also say that this fourth revolution confronts us with great ethical legal challenges. One of them is constituted by the frequent and widespread use of algorithms on people's information and its lack of transparency. A clear example, sensing data. In a simple way, an algorithm is defined in its origin as a finite list of instructions that are applied to an input during a finite number of states to obtain an output. However, in its current use, we can conceptualize it as a set of rules applied to information to execute a function, generally decision making. For example, action of lists of people and their age and determine the assignment of a priority in a vaccination system. One of the reasons for concern regarding this algorithm referred to the lack of transparency regarding the decision entrusted and that would jeopardize the human right. Risks such as future use not for reason and the time of obtain the information and your consent, such as the creation of a profile, manipulation, monitoring on behavior, and especially evaluation based on this automated decision that generates seriously harming people. We're especially concerned about those algorithms that participate in complex neural networks and that give rise to cases of machine learning, case in which I have called an algorithmocracy, that is a government of algorithms, where these are making decisions about citizens and impact on the human right, and we do know then an extreme pessimist point of view considers that the use of algorithms in the current society leads us irrevocably towards a digital authoritarianism that would lead to a society based on censorship and the restriction of freedoms. This exhaustive control constitutes one of the greatest ethical, legal, and political challenges for the democratic state. In effect, we know that arbitrary discrimination in different and harmful treatment give to a person due to irrelevant categorization and its private. Algorithm discrimination that refers to those biases that appearing in the real world and reproducing in computer system environments or that which arise in the later as a result of the processing data. This happens when the data is usually imperfect, since it reflects the personal biases of those who make the decision about its collection. But they can also be insufficient, erroneous, updated, excessive, or deficient in the representation of certain group in society, all of which could result in a wrong decision being made. The support system for judicial decision are an example of this. Science based on previous resolution that respond to diverse social and cultural contexts. They are dominated by race and gender biases that today appears clearly discriminatory. The ethical legal challenges therefore consist on being able to use algorithms, automatic learning, and artificial intelligence, avoiding discrimination and bias, and uses that is coping with the need to overcome the actual algorithm opacity. The European Union General Data Protection, pioneer on the regulation of decision-making through automated means, required to manage algorithms to carry out fair and transparent processing and to explain how automated systems make decisions, especially those that significantly affect their individuals' lives. Letter H, number 1 of Article 15, establishes the explanation right. In opinion of many, a new human right, which requires that when an algorithm decision is made, the affected person has access to significant information about the logic applied, and well as the importance and expected consequence of such Florian Tadeo, the author, have developed a subdiscipline called ethic data, understood as a new branch of ethics that studies and evaluates moral problems related to data, generation, recording, storage, processing, dissemination, and use of the data. Algorithms, artificial agents, machine learning, and robots, and related practices, responsible innovation, programming and design of artificial intelligence systems, hacking and professional code. In my opinion, machine learning algorithms should never be applied in the determination of vital opportunity for the allocation of social service, since they are not adequate criteria for a matching to decide who should be benefited or harmed. Decision based on these criteria substantially damage our society. This question is clear. For some, we are in a scenario in which decisions are made by more developed intelligence and less with the ability to process a greater amount of data than any man can even suspect, based on make decisions and even learn. In this way, if algorithms can make decisions more effective and efficient than human, should we assume a more efficient and consequently adopt the decision made by technology? The answer, in my opinion, must be no. It is a root used because it's connected with the conception of dignity the human expects. Dignity is a reflection of equality and freedom, the quality by which we are all worth the same in society, and the freedom not to subject our human decision to algorithms. In conclusion, it is therefore urgent to lay the foundation for a new social contract that allows an ethical and transparent use of the algorithms, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. This new contract required to implement measures regarding transparency in planning, decision-making, impact assessment, and, of course, control system. In addition, it is essential to establish responsibility for the damage that the system causes to individual or to society as a whole. Our society needs artificial and human intelligence as well as creativity to avoid ethical dilemmas and human problems. But a successful implementation of the algorithms requires to be transparent. Thanks a lot.